Adult Solutions. Add-on desires.
Hello viewers, welcome to Adult Solution Daily Current Affairs. I'm Lokesh Penugonda. In this session, we'll cover relevant topics from both the Hindu and the Indian Express, and also in the end, we'll see some practice MCQs. Our first article of today's session is talking about a government portal established for children orphaned by COVID-19. Since the pandemic struck the country, what we have witnessed is lakhs of people losing their lives, and as a result, numerous people have become orphaned. So, to help those children who became orphaned due to COVID-19, the government has come up with a scheme titled as PM Cares for Children. So, what does PM Cares stands for? PM Cares stands for Prime Minister Citizen Assistance and Relief in Emergency Situations. So this is PMCARES, called as the PM Cares. Now we'll see provisions relating to the PM Cares, because it is stated that PM Cares for children will benefit the children who became orphans. So the first provision under this scheme is that those children who became orphaned due to COVID-19 will be given rupees 10 lakh. They would be given rupees 10 lakh. And you should note that this amount will be given to people after they reaching the age of 23 years. Apart from giving this 10 lakh rupees, the government has also stated that for children who are studying till +2, that is till the 12th class, the government will pay the entire school fees. And for children who want to go to further studies, that may be BTech or that may be any other higher education, in this case the government will either provide scholarship or either provide interest-free loans. So for children who want to follow higher education, they would be given either scholarship or interest-free loans. So what you need to understand is that mainly it will provide 10 lakh to children and also free education till 12th standard. These are the important provisions which are given to children who have lost their parents due to this COVID pandemic. And now the government has stated that citizens can share details of children who has lost their parents due to COVID-19, and all these children whose detail are given in this portal would be given relevant benefits under this PM Cares for Children fund or scheme. Our next article is talking about the government giving approval to set up the Central University in Ladakh. So to set up Central University in the Union Territory of Ladakh. What we know is that every state and union territory in general will have a central university. But after the reorganization of erstwhile Jammu and Kashmir state, what we have witnessed is bringing in of two union territories. One is the Jammu and Kashmir Union Territory, the second is the Ladakh Union Territory. So when two union territories are brought after dividing one state, there is no central university given for the Union Territory of Ladakh, because the erstwhile central university is given to the Jammu and Kashmir Union Territory. So to improve the higher education in the Union Territory of Ladakh, the Union Cabinet has approved the establishment of a central university, and it is stated that 7,500 crores will be given to establish this central university in Ladakh. Our next article is talking about the country Argentina rolling out non-binary ID cards for the first time in the Latin or the South American continent. So for the first time in the South American continent, a country has come up with non-binary ID cards. So what are non-binary ID cards? In general, ID cards given by or issued by the governments of various countries, they generally mark a citizen as either male or female. But now several countries has come up with non-binary ID cards where a citizen, if he wants, can ask the government to mark himself or to mark herself not as male or female but as third gender, and the Argentina country has come up with this non-binary ID card where it is stated that third sex can define themselves or mark themselves as X. Is Argentina the first country to come up with this non-binary ID cards in the entire world? The answer is no. But rather, it became the first country to launch these non-binary ID cards in just the South American continent, because earlier we have countries such as New Zealand, Australia, and even Canada coming up with these non-binary ID cards. Does India have these non-binary ID cards? The answer is no. Our next article is talking about islanding scheme to provide backup power. So what is this islanding scheme? Last year what we have witnessed is the power grid failure in the city of Mumbai, and as a result many important infrastructures including metro trains and including some important defense establishments has lost electricity. So to make sure that the important infrastructure in various cities get continuous power, the power minister Mr. R.K. Singh has rolled out this islanding scheme. So it is stated in this article that important cities would be insulated from power grid supply. They would be insulated from power grids, so that even when this power grid fails, the city will get some type of electricity for at least some important infrastructures. So what is a power grid? Power grid is an interconnected network of producers and suppliers. So if you want to get electricity from some place to some place, you need a interconnected network, so that electricity that is produced in some part of the country can be supplied to some other part of the country. So power grid is a interconnected electricity network. Interconnected electricity network. Sometimes what happens is, due to man-made problems and due to some natural problems, these power grids fail, and when they fail, large parts of the city and large part of states loses electricity. So to make sure that at least in important infrastructures in important cities get continuous electricity supply, this islanding scheme has been rolled out yesterday. Our next article is talking about a report released by US government. This report is titled as 2021 Investment Climate Statements India Report. So the report is titled as 2021 Investment Climate Statement India Report. And according to this report, it is very difficult to trade and to do business with India. In this report, it is stated that due to numerous bureaucratic hurdles and numerous tariffs that are imposed by the Indian government, the trade and the investment is very low. And it is stating that if the bureaucratic process becomes easier and if the tariffs are removed by the government, then the trade between India and United States can increase manifold. So this is mainly talking about investment climate in India. Our next article is talking about the visit of Indian Foreign Secretary Mr. Harshvardhan Shringla to the United Kingdom. In his visit, he will mainly talk about the implementation of the 2030 roadmap. So what is this 2030 roadmap? In the May of 2021, that is just a couple of months ago, India and United Kingdom has formally signed an agreement or a plan titled as the 2030 roadmap. This roadmap is mainly to improve the bilateral relationship and trade between India and United Kingdom. So if you have a question which is talking about the 2030 roadmap, to improve the relation of India with which country? Then it would be United Kingdom. Our next article is talking about the issues caused by microplastics. An NGO named as Toxics Link, which is a Delhi-based NGO, after it analyzed the Ganga water, it has found out numerous microplastics. So, what are these microplastics? Plastics or plastic substances which are less than 5 millimeter are termed as microplastics. In the image, you can see how there are numerous microplastics within the fingers of this person. So you can understand how small these plastic substances mean. Then the question arises is how these small plastics are impacting the environment and impacting the human and other animals in a negative way. The answer is that these microplastics are generally eaten by marine organisms. There are numerous fish and other organisms living in the marine waters, and these marine organisms, when they consume this microplastic, they may either die or they may either suffer numerous problems due to the toxic released by these microplastics. So microplastics release some kind of toxic. When these fish and other animals consume the water and consume the microplastics, these animals and organisms will be negatively affected. And when humans eat these fishes and animals which have consumed this microplastic, even humans will be negatively affected. So this is why microplastics this is why microplastics has to be reduced and has to be eliminated from the waters. Our next article is talking about the Tokyo Olympics. What we have witnessed is that due to the COVID pandemic, the Tokyo Olympics has been postponed from 2020 to 2021, and for this year's Tokyo Olympics it is stated that Mirai Towa, which you can see in this image, will be the official mascot. So what is a mascot? Mascot is a living organism or an object that people believe will bring prosperity and will bring positivity to the region and to the organization that is associated with this. So it is stated that Mirai Towa will bring peace and prosperity to the Olympics and to the people who are coming to the Olympics. Next we'll start with the practice MCQs. Our first question, islanding scheme which is recently seen in the news is relating to, is it related to Andaman and Nicobar Islands? Is it related to border fencing? Is it related to electricity, or is it none of the above? The answer is C. It is regarding electricity supply. Next question, microplastics are plastics that are less than, is it less than 1 millimeter? Is it less than 5 nanometer? Is it less than 10 millimeter? Or is it less than 5 millimeter? The answer is D, as we have seen earlier. Next question, Roadmap 2030 is an agreement to improve India's relationship with which foreign country? Is it Germany? Is it Canada? Is it South Korea? Or is it United Kingdom? It is United Kingdom, option D. Next question, 2021 Investment Climate Statement India report is released by, is it released by China? Is it Australia? Is it USA? Or is it Russia? It is option C, USA. Next question, which became the first country in South American continent to issue non-binary ID cards to its own citizens? Is it Peru? Is it Antigua? Is it Cuba? Or is it Argentina? The answer is D, Argentina. And with this, we have come to the end of this session. Inform about ADOT's initiative to your other aspirant friends. You can visit ADOT's website to attempt more mock questions from today's current affairs. Thank you for watching.
Add-on solutions. Add-on desires.